I got my dad and my mom and my uncle here as my guest today. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. That is a great quote by Bill Cosby when it comes to baseball. When it comes to batting, I know many people get nervous, get worried, get afraid of failure. They're afraid of striking out. They're afraid of hitting a soft ground ball and getting thrown out, or a pop fly and that doesn't mean standing up. Floating is going straight back, hands back and waist back. Then after that, you find the pitch, you locate where it's going. After you do that, you take a small step, not far forward, not far left or right, just a small step to put your hips in the right position. So a small step, say it's right in the middle, you step forward just a little bit. After I locate the pitch and step, I'm going to bring my hands inside, straight down, where my hands are back, and bring them inside, straight to the ball. You've got to be inside the ball. To be inside the ball is where you get your most power. If you're coming around on it, it's going to be more of a slap hit. You want to come straight through it. So, getting ready. See the pitcher going to pitch. I load. Pitches it. I locate. Step. Hands inside. After I bring hands inside and I locate the ball and I hit it, I want to roll my wrist. When I roll my wrist, it puts my forearms into action. Use your forearm muscles. Helps you follow through on the swing, helps you hit it harder and farther. You roll your wrist, bring it around to the back. You want to be slapping your backside when you finish swinging. That means you're swinging all the way through. Once again, we'll follow through real quick. Load, locate, inside hands, find the ball, follow through with wrist roll. Now, probably the most important part of all when it comes to hitting is your head. You've got to keep your head down the plate. No matter how great of a form you have, if you don't see the ball, you won't hit the ball. So hands back, load, locate pitch, hands inside, head down. Wrist roll, head down. Slap back, head down. When you finish swinging, you want to be looking at the plate. You don't want to see where the ball goes because that automatically takes your head away. Sometimes you get anxious or nervous or ready to hit the ball and you look out before you finish swinging. And that causes you to either A, totally miss, high or low or inside or away and totally miss, or it causes you to hit the bottom which you pop it up, or hit the top which you ground out. Alright. Once again, real quick, follow through. Straight up pitch, you want to load, hands back, find the pitch, locate, bring your hands inside, Pour the bat, the sweet part, the thick part. You want to hit the ball with that. Bring your hands inside. You're going to hit that the easiest. Hands inside. You want to twist your back foot. Most important part other than, the second most important part other than keeping your head in. Almost forgot about it. You twist that back foot. When you swing, you want to load back. Bring your hands inside. But when you bring those hands inside, you've got to twist that back foot. That's where all your power comes from, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video. So you want to be up here at the plate, ready to bat, athletic stance. Hands back, locate pitch. When you go to swing, at the same time as swinging, you need to twist that back foot. We call it squishing the bow. When you twist that back foot, your back thigh should be pointing towards the pitcher. That way you know you're twisting your back foot at the same time. Load, inside hands, twist back foot, roll wrist, head down. That is the easiest and most successful way to hit the ball, because it is straight to the point. I tell my kids in rec ball, what's the quickest way from one point to another? Straight line. If you have your hands back and your bat flat and you keep your eye on the ball, you bring it straight where the ball's at. Meet it halfway, you'll hit it, there's no doubt. Okay, the pitch is not always going to be straight down the middle or on a tee. Sometimes you feel them inside. For an inside pitch, most kids want to just step out of the box completely, or they want to open up too far. When they open up too far, they can't twist their hips and use their power as much. Not to mention, if they somehow do, they're going to pull it foul. It's not going to matter. Inside pitch, they got to learn everything's the same. You just have to concentrate more on keeping your hands inside, and all you do is open up your foot a tiny bit. So, low bat, locate pitch, hands inside. I stepped out, and you notice I stepped out just a little. When I low back, after I've located pitch and I'm going for it, step out just a little, opens up my hip just the tiniest bit. Hands inside. When I come hands inside, I'm twisting my back foot. The bat's coming around. I got my head down. When I follow through, doing wrist over, pull my forearms into it. Slapping my backside, that way I know I follow through well. I got my head down, still looking at the plate. That's how you hit an inside pitch, which is always easier said than done. But at the same time, you've got to concentrate on those steps. Whatever you do in baseball, repetition is the most important part. Whether it be pitching, or batting, fielding, or even throwing. Alright. The last thing I got is an outside pitch. Get outside pitches, and a lot of times kids will do one of two things. They'll either just swing straight in the middle and not pay attention to it, totally miss, or they'll lunge across the plate. When they lunge across the plate, that's probably the worst thing they can do. When you lunge across the plate, your eyesight goes from here to here in the midst of your swing. There's no way you can keep your eye on the ball and bring your hand straight to the ball and hit it. In any of your swings, wherever you're swinging, you don't need to be bending your knees, ducking, or anything in the midst of your swing. You get set where you need to be first, and that's it. That's why you load straight back and not up or down. So I'm getting ready. Pitcher's getting ready to throw it. I load. He throws it. I locate it. It's outside. Small step once again towards the ball. Hands inside. Bring him around. Locate the ball. Hit it. Make sure I'm doing forearms through. Roll your wrist. Roll your wrist all the way through. Slap your backside. Now you're finished. And once again, those hips, they need to already be, when you finish, they need to be pointing towards the pitcher. If they're not, you know you're not twisting your hips. Got to make sure you're twisting your hips. That's where all your power comes from. One last time. Load back, locate pitch, small step, hands inside, wrist roll, finish. Hip pointing towards the pitcher. Like I said earlier, it's always easier said than done, but at the same time, repetition is the most important part and the easiest way to success when it comes to baseball. Anybody can play, it doesn't matter what size you are, how fast, slow, you're athletic, doesn't matter. Repetition, anybody can play baseball. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me teach you how to bat, and I hope somehow it helps. And before we leave, I want to leave you with a quote from the great Vince Lombardi. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of wit. That's very true. Thank you.